Welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at some of the most incredible dashcam moments captured on the road this week. Can you believe that if it were you in this situation, it might have ended in a terrible crash? Haha, I'm kidding. What I really mean is, look at the way he took that corner. He went through that turn like a race car driver on a racetrack. And here's the next clip. This is a perfect example of how a lack of driving skill and awareness can turn a routine situation into a crash. The black car made an incredibly reckless lane change, and the driver of the white car simply didn't have enough time to react. The result was a shocking collision that could have been avoided with a little more patience and better judgment. That's the theory, but the reality is that some situations are almost impossible to avoid, no matter how skilled you are as a driver. Take this one, for example. What was the truck driver thinking? I honestly don't know if he even saw me, because the way he moved over like that left very little room to react. Sometimes you're put in a situation where there's simply not much you can do. Haha, both drivers had a green light, but who do you think came closest to causing an accident? Personally, I'd say both of them. Neither driver seemed to have proper control of their speed, and that's exactly what made the situation so risky. Just because you have the green light doesn't mean you can stop paying attention to what's happening around you.
I gotta go. Oh shit!
Why on earth did he suddenly stop there? I honestly can't figure out what he was thinking. Good thing the dash cam caught everything. Otherwise, he probably would have argued his case all day and refused to admit he made a mistake. And what about this situation? Was he actually trying to cut me off? Or does he genuinely not know how to drive? Either way, it was a really foolish move and could have ended much worse than it did. Oh shit. I honestly have no idea what he was in such a hurry for. Not only was he speeding, but he was making some really reckless overtakes too. What I'd say to any driver in this situation is simple. Stay calm. You might arrive 1 minute later, but if you keep driving like this, you could end up being delayed for a whole lot longer. Up next is a situation where the driver of the white car seems to think he owns the road. Seriously, the way he drives here makes it look like everyone else is supposed to get out of his way. And here we go again. Another driver acting like the road was built just for him. Is he really sure that's the right way to merge? Because from where I'm sitting, that lane entry looked pretty questionable and unnecessarily risky. Oh shit, shouldn't he be thinking about the passengers in the back? I honestly don't understand how anyone could drive like that while carrying other people. It's not just his own safety on the line. He's responsible for everyone in that vehicle. That diagonal lane change was seriously dangerous. It makes you wonder if this is how he drives every day, because a move like that puts everyone around him at risk. This is a situation where the driver clearly failed to control his speed and blasted through traffic as if nobody else was on the road. Just look at the way he was driving. At that point, a crash almost felt inevitable. When you ignore the risks and drive recklessly, it's only a matter of time before something goes wrong. I honestly jumped when I saw this woman standing in the middle of the road. That's an incredibly dangerous place to be, especially with traffic moving around you. If you're crossing the street, always try to use a designated crosswalk or pedestrian crossing whenever possible. A few extra steps can make a huge difference when it comes to staying safe. Oh, I honestly have no idea what that driver was thinking. The black car seemed to recognize that something wasn't right and tried to stop. But by that point, it was already too late. Sometimes there's only so much you can do to avoid a crash when another driver makes such a poor decision. Unfortunately, this collision looks like the result of a completely avoidable mistake.
What the fuck, bro?
And what about this one? What exactly is this driver doing? He's got plenty of room in his own lane. There are no obstacles in front of him.
What's wrong with you, man?
He still drifts right into my lane. I honestly can't figure out why. Moves like that are exactly what create dangerous situations out of nowhere. It's hard to appreciate just how dangerous this is until you're actually behind the wheel and experiencing it for yourself. Personally, I don't think riding a bicycle on roads like this is a great idea. With traffic moving at these speeds and so little room for error, it can become a very risky situation for everyone involved. This is actually a good example of safe driving. It looks like the driver was tempted to overtake the white car, but in the end, he decided against it. And honestly, that's okay. Sometimes the smartest decision on the road is knowing when not to make a move. Better to wait a few extra seconds than take a risk that isn't worth it. That's what confuses me. There doesn't seem to be any obstacle in his lane at all, so why did he feel the need to drift over and cut right in front of me? From my perspective, the move just didn't make much sense. He had plenty of space to stay in his own lane, yet he still created a risky situation for no apparent reason. And here we go again with another one just like it. This driver makes a sudden lane change that feels both unnecessary and rushed. Honestly, if I were the one getting cut off like that, I'd be pretty frustrated too. Moves like this leave other drivers with very little time to react and create danger where there doesn't need to be any. Oh shit, where did this guy even come from? 1 second he wasn't there, and the next it's like he popped out of nowhere and started changing lanes like he owned the road. That kind of unpredictable driving is exactly what catches people off guard and turns an ordinary drive into a dangerous situation. Sometimes not knowing where you're going can be just as dangerous as driving recklessly. It looks like the driver of the white car may have realized he was about to miss his turn and then made a last-second lane change. But even if you're unfamiliar with the road, that's never a good reason to make a sudden move. Missing a turn is inconvenient. Causing an accident is much worse. So this guy decided to pass me using what seems to be a very limited understanding of traffic rules. I have to admit, that was a pretty bold move. Unfortunately, confidence behind the wheel isn't a substitute for good judgment. Up next, I'll show you another situation that honestly feels intentional. The way this driver moved over, it really looks like he deliberately cut me off. I could be wrong, but from my perspective, this doesn't seem like an innocent mistake. Take a guess. What do you think happens next with this white car? He spent the whole time driving slowly and cautiously, but the moment the light turned red, he suddenly decided that stopping wasn't part of the plan. And yep, he went right through it. Kind of ironic, isn't it? Oh, now this is a pretty unusual one. Both drivers managed to stop at the red light in the wrong position. What's even more surprising is that after the yellow car heard my horn, the driver seemed to panic and just went for it, pulling out without much regard for the risk. That's never a good reaction, especially at an intersection where safety should come first. That kind of situation is dangerous for everyone on the road, and it's a reminder that safety doesn't just depend on the driver behind the wheel. It depends on every vehicle being in proper condition as well. Before we wrap up, remember this. Follow the rules of the road, stay patient, and keep a calm mindset while driving. A little extra caution can go a long way toward keeping both you and everyone around you safe. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day, drive safely, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and see more dashcam compilations in the future. Thanks for watching.